Pop Rob Television. Welcome back to another reaction with your boy. As you can see by the title, man. Yes, I'm back with another Larry legend. Yes, I'm back with another LeBron James reaction video. As you can see by the title, man, this is why Larry Bird is better than Michael Jordan, than LeBron James. Now I know there's gonna be a lot of butthurt fans in the comment, but hey, let the man give his explanation of to why he thinks Bird was better than James. It's simple. Just his explanation. His point of view. His POV. Don't be too bird in the comments, man. But, man, before we get into this video, because you know this video about to be lit, man, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you subscribe. Click that post notification bell to be notified on all things Rob Television. Let's check it out. All right, you guys, do me a big favor, man. Before you get into this video, if you haven't already, man, follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. All the links will be down in the description. And if you wasn't notified on this from my previous videos, I also have a PayPal just in case you guys want to donate. Whatever the amount is, it don't matter. It could be 50 cents. You know what I mean? If you want to donate that, make sure you show me some love on that. PayPal link will be in the description as well. All my links for everything is in the description, man. Make sure y'all show that some love. Let's get into this video.
Hey, good day everyone. Welcome back to the show. I'm Sean David, and as always, thanks for tuning in. Every once in a while, I try to honor a video request, and I gotta be honest, it's such a hard decision for me to make, especially with so many great video ideas, but of course, I can't do all videos, which is why I have to make a decision. And yes, especially with those kind of videos like today, where I know, okay, I'm going to get into trouble for posting videos with such interesting content. It makes the decision even harder, but
it's funny because I even said that in the intro. Like, I already knew, like, I'm saying the same thing that he said. Like, you know, he knew he was going to be controversial. I can only imagine how the comment section looked for that, for his video. And I can only imagine how the comment section probably going to look for mine. But, hey, man.
Hey, let's face the challenge. So in this video, I'm going to talk about why I feel that Larry Bird was the better basketball player than LeBron James.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, let's start the video.
Oh, man, that's hilarious, bro.
Larry Bird at his best, LeBron James at his best.
Oh my God. And do we have to put the teams too, or just individual players?
If there's a draft,
Oh my God.
you can take Bird or LeBron.
LeBron's physical, if not athletic ability is a gift. Larry's IQ and basketball competitiveness is, you know, uncanny. Like, Larry's ability to make tough shots, his shooting, his IQ, just, I mean, man, come on, man.
In a hypothetical draft, that's what they started off with. I'll take it at any age. You can do it at 18 or 22 or 26, 28, or as they finally concluded at age 30. I'm going to take Larry Bird just a little bit over LeBron James.
Larry Bird was LeBron James before LeBron James is LeBron James. But saying all that, I'm going to take LeBron.
Oh, I gotta go with Larry Joe. I gotta go with Larry Joe. In today's rules, you can't touch him.
Yeah.
And Larry, so this is 27, 28-year-old Larry and 27, 28-year-old LeBron,
Yeah.
right? Or is he 30 now, right? 30.
Yeah.
Can I answer that question now? Larry Joe.
So, how am I going to approach this video? Well, I thought let's have some major categories compared to two, and let's see in what categories which player is better and why Larry Bird comes out on top. It's going to be pretty interesting, so let's have a look. The first category that I'm going to look at is scoring, a category that has just so many aspects to it. If it is posting up, shooting, penetrating, you name it, there's just so many aspects.
Just hold on. Just one question for y'all. I know these comments is gonna be hilarious, man. Who are you guys taking out of Prime LeBron and Prime Bird? Now I'm talking, when I say Prime Bird, I'm talking like, you know, injuries, like, you know, fresh into the league, you know, first set of legs, everything. That's the Bird I'm talking about. Prime Bird or prime LeBron? Who y'all take?
Aspects how you can rate a good scorer. For example, if we just take the career average, LeBron James at his current state averages 27 points in his entire career. Larry Bird, on the other hand, averaged 24 over his entire career. So the first question would be, what do you rank higher? 27 in today's game or 24 points a game in the 1980s? Difficult question. Larry Bird had his best scoring season in 1987, where he almost averaged 30 points a game. LeBron James, on the other hand, had his best scoring season in 2005, so when he was still very young, averaging 31 points per game. But you have to remember, at that time, LeBron James literally had nobody who he could pass the ball to. So shooting-wise, it's not even a comparison. LeBron James is a decent shooter, not a great shooter, but Larry Bird was a great shooter. If it's the three-pointer, even back in the days, or his free throw percentage, he was definitely the better shooter. But as I mentioned earlier, scoring has more to it than just shooting, for example. Because if we're looking at the total package of scoring, I would still have to give that one to LeBron James, because his athletic ability is just so insane. If he wanted to, he could average 35 in his heyday. And you got to remember, we're comparing two insane and great offensive players. So that one slightly goes to LeBron James.
LeBron on a breakaway.
Just try to take full advantage of it.
And the first basket of his Laker career is a tomahawk dunk. Let's go. The legend of LeBron continues. He moves past his idol, MJ. It is now number 4 all-time scoring.
I did it just being me.
The next category that I'm going to take a look at is passing. And this is a pretty interesting one, because to me, in this category, you can't just only go by numbers. I think we can agree that both Larry Bird and LeBron James had the so-called passing gift. They had great court vision, they see the open man, they can create for their teammates, so they're great passers. No doubt about that.
Yeah, and then that one right there, now that's a debatable right there. Because like I said, well, like he said, LeBron, now you hate him or love him. Like I said, now this ain't, because I'm going to pick Bird over LeBron, truthfully. But this is not, for me, not no bashing video on LeBron. I like LeBron, but you got to give this man his props. LeBron can pass that ball. You know what I mean? If you don't think that, then obviously you're just being a hater and you probably just don't watch LeBron. But that's a good category right there.
If we would just go by numbers, we would see that LeBron James averages 7.2 until today, where Larry Bird averaged 6.3 in his entire career. But still, to me, Larry Bird is the better passer, and I explain why. You have to see that LeBron James is a point forward, which means he brings the ball up the floor, he has a lot of touches, which means that he also has more opportunities to create for his teammates. Larry Bird, on the other hand, didn't have the obligation to bring the ball up the floor. He always played with many superstars like Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, which also means that he had to share his touches. But still, as a forward, he was still able to put up 6.3 assists. And if you take a closer look at his games, you will see that this guy not only made great passes, but sometimes made passes that were incredible. I'm literally talking Magic Johnson style of passes. Even until today, I haven't seen any forward having such a great eye, such great court vision, mixing it up with so much style and flair. So that one goes to Larry Bird. And the next category that I'm going to take a look at is defense. And this one looks like a short and easy thing at first sight, but believe me, it's way closer than you might think. LeBron James is a physical specimen. I mean, there's no reason to doubt that. That guy can guard position 1 to 5, especially in his younger days. That guy was incredible. On the other hand, you got Larry Bird, a guy who can't jump, who can't run, who's not the strongest guy on the floor. So how can this even be an argument? To the guys who follow the NBA today, you know that LeBron James of today is not comparable to the LeBron James of 5 years ago. Sometimes it looks like LeBron James doesn't even care on defense. So I don't want to take him by today's standard, but in his heyday.
Look at LeBron. Watch his effort right here. Now, he turns it over. He's still not in the play yet. The other three guys, there's been really no communication with the exception of JaVale McGee, who's pointing saying, look, somebody stop my man. Jalen, you started playing basketball at maybe 7, 8 years old. You learned how to stop the ball first. LeBron misses a layup right here. Now, Kyrie is further back than LeBron. Watch how this play ends up, Jalen.
LeBron at least wiped his chest.
First of all, LeBron's not even in the picture yet. Putting the onus and the pressure on KCP to have to decide. Do I go run to Kyrie? Oh, but I forgot. There's a guy behind me in Jaylen Brown. This is just, yes, it's maybe fixable, but it has to.
Man, if y'all wondering what I'm laughing at, this man said he at least wiped his chest.
It has to start with some effort. Look at all of these.
Oh, bro, that is
But
hilarious.
there's one major reason why I think you shouldn't underestimate and underrate Larry Bird as a defender. That guy had the biggest heart. You just got to go on YouTube and check for his hustle plays. That guy literally sacrificed his body every
Time
game,
after
every
time.
night, every minute. And he could guard his opponents. Don't get me wrong. He was able to guard some great players. And what he was lacking in his physical abilities, he made it up with heart and basketball IQ. Of course, this category needs to go to LeBron James. I just wanted to make sure that nobody underrates Larry Bird as a defender. So that category goes to LeBron James.
When I first came in the league, Artis Gilmore told me one time, he played for Chicago, he said, if you expect to play a long time in this league, you better quit mopping up the floor. And I thought, well, he's crazy because that's what basketball is all about. We're getting a little bit older now and feeling the bangs and the bumps and bruises and all that. I can see where he's coming from, but I can't change my style of play.
And the next category is going to be rebounds. Now, you would think that a guy who is built like LeBron James, with that type of body, with that athletic ability, would dominate the boards. And well, what can you say? LeBron James is a decent rebounder. At the moment, in his entire career, he's averaging 6.9 rebounds a game, which is a great amount for a small forward or point guard or whatever you want to call him. On the other hand, we got Larry Bird, a guy who's not known for his great jumping ability, but who's still some way somehow averaged to grab exactly 10 rebounds a game in his entire career. And he had to share the rebounds with Robert Parrish and Kevin McHale. So this category is not even a question, that one goes to Larry Bird. So next I have 3 points that fit exactly into one category. I have mental toughness, leadership, and the clutch gene. To me, this is exactly the biggest difference between LeBron James and Larry Bird. LeBron James is a great leader. He's a great teammate. He's a good spirit in the locker room. He always tries to get his teammates involved and always looking for the right basketball play. So in my opinion, there's nothing you can hold against LeBron James. But when I take a look at mental toughness and the clutch gene, sorry, but there's no comparison to Larry Bird. Larry Bird is probably one of the toughest guys who ever lived on this planet. And I'm not only talking about basketball, I'm literally talking about living on this planet. That guy not only had nerves of steel, but this guy literally did whatever it took to win. And of course he made mistakes, and of course Larry Bird also missed some clutch shots. But Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, and maybe one or two other guys are the clutchest guys who ever played the game. And this is where LeBron James just can't match Larry Bird. Just a different type of animal. And to me, if I discuss who's the better player, I always take the guy who I want the ball in his hands when the game's on the line. And if the championship is on the line or my life depends on it, I even wouldn't hesitate 1 second. Larry Bird is my man. All right, you guys, as you can see, that was a very close call and a very, 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 very slim decision. And I'm not a LeBron James hater. Believe me, that guy is a special player, and in my opinion, one of the 10 best players who ever played the game. And I also really appreciate what he's doing off the court. So having said that, but to me, Larry Bird was not only a special player, but that guy was unique. If you can't jump, you can't run, if you're not physically gifted at all, still putting up those numbers, still being as successful, still being such a great trash talker, controlling your opponents mentally, and even intimidating them so much that they don't want to play against you. Man, Larry Bird was just a
For the win. Larry Joe for the win.
Hey, you guys, if you're active on Facebook, I can really recommend Open Court. As an NBA fan, you should...
Well, there you have it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what y'all think. This is going to be an interesting comment section, man. This is going to be very interesting. But that is it for this video, man. If you did enjoy this video, man, do me a big favor, which I already know you did. So, man, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you subscribe. Click that post notification bell where you'll be notified on all things Rob Television. I'm out this thing. I'll see y'all next video. Gang.